Weekend vlog! The first thing I want to talk about today is softy fucking kids and their soppy parents. We played, I think I spoke in the last vlog that if the kids today won by a certain amount, then we'd win the league. The other team that we had to beat today by a certain amount turned up with 5 players, played the first period of the game, and went me, and then went home after the first period. And then we had quite a poor training session because no one was really in the mood because they wanted to win and they couldn't, which was disappointing for me and for them. It just pisses me off because the amount of games that I turned up to, and I saw Stu, my mate that I haven't seen for ages, yesterday, and he said the first thing that I thought, and I've been kind of quiet with it because it's that kind of, oh, back when I were young thing, but he also pointed out that we've turned up to hundreds of games where we only had 4 or 5 players and skated our ass off for an hour and got absolutely smushed and still walked away with a smile on our face because we just enjoyed playing the game. And I'm sorry, but either play all the games or fuck off and don't bother. Diet is diet is not fail. Diet is still ongoing. I haven't cheated. I've cut down even more on some of the things that I was doing. I was having 3 Weetabix in the morning and now I'm having 2. And I gained a quarter of a pound. So there's no chips, no beer. I did have a bottle of Jack Daniels, but it was only one of the 11 quid bottles, and that was one on one night and then some more later. But I did that in the space of a week, but spirits isn't too bad. No cheese, no shitty food, no nothing, really. I've been perpetually hungry for a week and a half and just generally quite miserable about it. And then normally the little glimmer of hope is that you go and stand on the scales and they say, you are not as fat as you were. And then this week I was fatter than I was, which was a disappointment. A large disappointment. Work's actually going pretty well. I always end up talking about work, and I always end up chopping about 3 minutes out of every blog. For 2 reasons. 1, I don't think you should really talk about work. Say it's good, say it's bad, but don't go too into depth because it's just not very professional. And alright, yeah, about 50, 60, if I'm lucky 70 people will watch this video, and none of them are really probably ones that I work with, and some of them are possibly some of the kids from hockey, but no one sees them. I do this more for me and just the small merry band of fellows that watch it, as opposed to just sort of, it's more a catharsis of just getting everything out. And the other reason is that whenever I do a vlog, and because I am a bit of a talker, I always say, right, I'm going to do 9 minutes worth of video, and then maybe I can put some pictures in or do something interesting, and then end up recording 15, 16 minutes of film normally, because in order to do these vlogs I have to turn the viewfinder around, otherwise I just end up staring at myself for ages, which isn't the plan. So it's 10 o'clock Sunday morning. We've got to meet everyone at 2 o'clock at the sports centre this afternoon. And, oh, my ear's gone funny. And go and play Salisbury, which will be the last game of the season, which are only taking about half the team. But I'll be honest, I think the half of the team that we are taking is the half that can score goals. So we'll see what the result is. I'm really not sure what it's going to be. We did lose the last game, but it was one of the first games that we played in the season, so we've had a huge amount of practice since then. And we've stopped relying on one specific person scoring goals, and an awful lot more people have all started to take their turns scoring. So I'm quite looking forward to that. I haven't been out on another bike ride with the Deve yet, which is kind of disappointing. But after experiencing the pain in my posterior from banging my ass up and down against a tiny wedged little saddle for about an hour and 3/4, it's very difficult to get that momentum up. And I think I to be honest with you, I enjoyed the road riding more than I enjoyed the off-track stuff, because I don't know, I really enjoyed the speed and just pedalling on through and getting some fucking run up, which was quite good fun. But I will start that again. I do want to do the riding things and more. I'm also, after August, going to buy some ice skates. And we're all going to start going ice skating sort of once, twice a month. And I don't know, it's all just A, getting out, and B, getting my legs moving to lose some weight, which is kind of the idea. So, yeah, it's not... Oh! Where the fuck is my fucking barricade? I've ordered 2 things off the interweb, which I don't normally do. I'm not really an interweb buyer. There is something very comforting about exchanging a piece of plastic connected to my bank in order for goods. Here is my cash card. Here are the goods. Thank you very much. You walk out with a bag, you get home, the drive home is all full of anticipation because you can't wait to break open your new purchase from its plastic cell and open it up and transform it a couple of times and do the video. I ordered Barricade 3.5 weeks ago, and I ordered Jazz 4 weeks ago, and neither of which is here, both of which I've paid for. I'm not very happy about it. I think the eBay purchase of my Generation 1 Jazz, to be frank, I think they can shove it. I want the fucking money back. I don't think it should take 4 or 5 weeks to send through a figure. See, I didn't buy it. I've bought it through someone else's eBay account, which is cool because I see the someone else every day. But I think I'm going to suggest that she sends an email saying, either get me the damn figure or I'm going to report you to the eBay people, get my money back, and you can shove it up your hospitalised ass. As far as Barricade goes, alright, yeah, a couple of people said that Kapow can be quite slow, but at the same time, if you read a lot of the feedback, if it's bought, it will get to you. But I got an email saying it should be with you last week, so I sat there every time the doorbell rang at work, which is downstairs, so one of us has to actually get up and go and answer it because we're on different floors. And I've been getting up and running to the bloody door, and it's just the post. It's not my toy, it's just the post. How fucking dare they? That's the weekend vlog. It's dull, and there's not really anything in it. But currently, dull weeks where nothing really happened means nothing bad happened, unless you consider the toy thing. And to be honest with you, while it's not the best thing in the world, it's certainly not bad. So cross your fingers for me. I'm going to go and score some goals this afternoon at training, or the game even, at Salisbury. I've had my hair cut, it's shorter, but it's still sticking up at the sides. The girl that cuts my hair is lovely. She looked all sad because no one went out with her for her birthday, and I was just like, aww. Hello. It's a small add-on to yesterday's Sunday's vlog. Diet is not epic fail. Diet is awesome. 13 stone 5 and a quarter. That means I went from 13 stone 9 to 13 stone 5 and a quarter. I'm very, very pleased about this. On the downside, this weekend I ended up with... Hang on, I've got to turn this round and bear with me. That bruise! Yeah!